Hello and welcome to this demo. This is Rien from Cubis, and today we want to present a solution where we will show the capabilities of integrating SAP Business Planning and Consolidation with SAP BO Cloud. Before we start off, a quick introduction about Cubis. Founded in 2010 and today recognized as SAP partner, Cubis is dedicated to providing services in the field of SAP Business Intelligence and Performance Management. As a highly respected Belgian niche player in SAP Analytics, we cover the following SAP products in our offering: SAP BW, Business Objects, HANA, Integrated Planning and BPC, Predictive Analytics, and SAP BO Cloud. We are continuously investing in the education of our consultants and in expertise concerning new technologies and innovations. Today's demo movie is an example of the Cubis innovation culture where we demonstrate integration scenarios between SAP BPC and SAP BO Cloud. In case you have any other questions on SAP Analytics products, please get in touch. We are always happy to share our experiences and discuss our customer references. So, let's start the show by having a look at today's agenda. First, since not everybody is familiar with SAP BPC and SAP BO Cloud, we are going to look into these two products and which functionalities they bring along. In addition, we will look at how the integration of BPC and BO Cloud could bring added value to a business context. Next, a brief explanation of a sales planning scenario that we will use throughout this demo is presented, and finally we will take this planning scenario to show a short demo in both SAP BPC and BO Cloud, where we will demonstrate the product capabilities in terms of data acquisition. To start off, it is important to provide some information on what exactly SAP BPC and BO Cloud are. SAP BPC is an application that streamlines financial and operational planning along with consolidation features into a single application and user interface. BPC is part of SAP Enterprise Performance Management Suite, and BPC uses Microsoft Excel as a primary front end. There are different versions of SAP BPC available, where the difference is mainly based on which backend database is used. Now let's take a look at what BPC can do and how it is typically used. The first major functionality is consolidation. The secondly, financial reporting and analysis enables ad hoc reporting. And in terms of planning, BPC supports various planning aspects. Lastly, the forecasting functionality provides functions how we look at our plan. For more detailed information on BPC functionalities, we kindly invite you to contact Cubis or visit the SAP website. Next, let's take a look at BO Cloud. BO Cloud is a software as a service solution that consolidates all analytics functionalities for all users in one product. It brings all the benefits of a public cloud solution, such as fast implementation time, providing quick access to functionality, and reduced IT effort, because both hard and software operation and maintenance are the provider's responsibility. In BO Cloud, we typically recognize four main tools, namely the Predictive Analytics, SAP Digital Boardroom, Planning, and Business Intelligence. For more information on BO Cloud tools, we kindly invite you to contact Cubis or visit the SAP website. So, what is the deal when we are talking about integration of BO Cloud and BPC? Well, since BO Cloud is capable of importing and exporting models and data from and to BPC, it can be used as a line of business solution to build planning model and processes outside of the enterprise BPC system. In this sense, BO Cloud can complement BPC in a hybrid deployment. This means that you could have a model in BPC that you can import in BO Cloud, perform the planning activities, and then export the data back to BPC, which is exactly what we will demonstrate in this demo. Let's have a look at a simple sales planning scenario where we will take the perspective of two business users, namely a corporate controller and a country manager. To start off the sales planning budget data, we will first take the role of the corporate controller, who will initiate budget data in BPC, for which he will use actual data as a reference. In a next step, the corporate controller will make the initiated budget data available in BO Cloud. To do this, he will go in BO Cloud and start an import action to get the BPC budget data available in BO Cloud. At this point, we will log into BioCloud in the role of a country manager who receives a request from corporate controller to review and adjust the budget data for our country. We will adjust the budget numbers and notify the corporate controller that we have fulfilled the request. Once the country manager has performed his tasks, we again take the role of corporate controller and make sure that the BioCloud data is made available in BPC again for analysis and consolidation. So, let's start the demo by taking the role of corporate controller who will initiate the budget. As a corporate controller, we start our BPC input by opening Excel and logging into the EPM add-in. Once we are successfully logged onto the BPC system, we will open the sales planning workbook from the BPC server. The workbook opens and we are presented with some drop-down boxes where we have to select the entity for which we want to input budget data, the category where we will choose budget, and of course the year for which we want to enter the budget data, which is 2017 in our case. We then click OK and we see that BPC initializes our workbook with the requested context settings. In our demo, we will make use of a budget input sheet and we will make use of a budget report sheet to check the data that has been inputted. To initiate data for budget 2017, the corporate controller makes use of a custom revaluation function that allows him to fill a revaluation factor for both the price and unit numbers. With a push of the button, BPC proposes the budget data and the corporate controller then saves the data to the BPC database. BPC then throws a message that the data has been successfully saved. Now, let's quickly consult the budget report to see the delta values for actual 2016 and budget 2017 on month level. We can conclude that the data has been successfully initiated in our BPC system. We then come to the second step of our sales planning scenario, where the corporate controller will now log into BioCloud to make the initiated BPC data available. As you can see, the only requirement for a user to be able to log into BioCloud is having a Chrome browser. Once the corporate controller is logged in, he gets presented with his personal dashboard. And to start the data import process, he will now navigate to the main menu and choose for a BPC model that we have of course already created for the sake of this demo. By choosing View More, the controller gets presented with data import packages. In our case there is just one, and by simply clicking the Run button, the data import from BPC to BioCloud starts. Once the data import process has successfully finished, the corporate controller opens a story where he has already created an input layout. Because he wants a country manager to provide his version of budget, the controller creates a private version of the initiated budget data, which in our example we will call the worst case scenario number 2. BioCloud automatically adapts the input schedule to the private version chosen. In the next step, the corporate controller creates an input task that will be sent out to the country manager. In our example, we will name the task Worst Case, and we will assign the task to a specified region. In our case, we only choose Southeast, but you can of course choose multiple regions, and we will provide a short description so that the country manager knows what this task entails. So now that the corporate controller has created the input task, the country manager will receive a notification with the request to fill in his budget data. So we'll now log in as the country manager. The country manager still has an empty dashboard he should start building, and he has received a notification, and he can simply click on it and the input form for his budget version opens. After having accepted the task, the country manager can immediately start inputting his version of the budget. In our example, the country manager chooses to input numbers for the price on the aggregates, and you might notice that automatic disaggregation is being performed by the system. This is out-of-the-box functionality. Next, for the number of units, he inputs some numbers on the leaf level. In this demo, we will limit the input to the month of January. We can see that the column for the total amount is being calculated on the fly while entering data. It is also nice to see how the analytic components, such as the bar chart on top, immediately get updated. The country manager has finished his input and we will now switch back to the role of the corporate controller, who in his turn has received a notification that Entity Southeast has performed the input task and has set the status to be approved. In our demo, the country manager skips the approval step and chooses to publish his version of the budget. This step is required to make the data available for the export to BPC. Important to note that any user can have as many private versions as desired. In the end, they choose which version exactly they want to be available as input for their organization. The country manager now navigates to the modeler, where he selects the BPC model, which we also used in the beginning of the demo, and selects the option to export data to BPC. For the target model, he chooses the BPC connection, environment, and model. Next, an important step is setting the mapping. In the mapping, we choose which data exactly has to be exported to BPC by selecting the members for each dimension. In our example, we have already pre-filled the member selections. We only have to set the version mapping for the BPC category dimension. We choose to export the budget data to BPC. We finish the mapping by clicking button Map Data, and we start the BPC export by clicking the Export button. The export to BPC has started. When the export process has finished, a pop-up message indicates the successful export and that no data has been rejected. The corporate controller will now go back to BPC Excel interface to see if the data is reflected in BPC. Refreshing the budget input template shows the correct data. A refresh of the budget report is also performed and also shows the data entered in the cloud. So with this we come to the end of our demo, where we have demonstrated there is a seamless integration between BPC and BioCloud. We hope you have noticed how easy it is to use BioCloud as a complement to BPC. Users can create tasks, create private versions, and perform analysis without requiring intervention from IT or having to go through complicated screens. For more information about the solution shown in this demo, please feel free to contact us via email at info@cubis.be or by visiting our website cubis.be. Thank you for your interest and time. See you next time. Bye.